Hi everybody. How's everybody doing out there? I have been kind of off the grid lately, at least as far as teaching yoga classes. Obviously, we can't get together and do any yoga, but I wanted to try to find a way that I can still share some yoga offerings, some yoga and meditation with anybody who needs it or wants it, which I'm sure is a lot of people. Um, a lot of yoga teachers out there are teaching online classes on Zoom and other platforms, and I've kind of hesitated on that because I don't feel like I'm equipped. I've never done online classes before. I'm trying to figure out how I can do something like that with the limited technology and space that I do have. So, um, something I'm working on, and in the meantime, I thought, why not just record little videos here and there, some short little offerings for anybody out there who wants to watch them. If you do like the idea of doing some online classes with me, feel free to let me know. Give me a comment or something, and that will help me to decide how much effort I should put into it. So in the meantime, I'm here at Pinneys Beach. We are on 24-hour lockdown most days here on Nevis, but they set us free every now and then so that we can go and get groceries. And I usually come to the beach instead. So here's the beach. Nice and quiet. I wish all of you could come and actually be here for real with me, because it's not a bad place to be in isolation. What I want to share with you today is a very short and very simple mindfulness meditation. For those of you who've been to my classes, you know that meditation is the foundation of the yoga practice, and mindfulness meditation is at the heart of everything that I teach. So this is something that will hopefully just help you to relax and enjoy the present moment. So that is actually what mindfulness is being in the present moment. It's very simple in theory because that is our only task, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy. We no doubt have a lot of things going on in our internal worlds and in our external worlds that demand our attention, and naturally our minds want to wander, they want to roam, they want to go places, and so it can be very difficult. It takes a concentration tool and some regular practice and training to really be able to anchor in the present moment for extended periods of time. The benefit of being able to do that and cultivate that kind of awareness of being in the present moment for an extended period of time is we experience a heightened state of awareness. We experience meditation, and we can apply that to everything that we do. So when we have that full awareness in the present moment, we're more likely to see and hear the truth of what we witness and to respond more rationally to what we're experiencing. We don't have control all the time of our situation and our circumstances, and we are definitely experiencing that right now in our world. But what we do have control of is our responses to our circumstances and our situation. And so by developing that mindfulness and being grounded in the present moment, where our mind isn't being dispersed in a million different directions, we are better able to really understand ourselves and to understand our surroundings and be able to respond and regulate our emotions and our responses to our situation. It also helps us to feel in control when we don't necessarily have control, and it also helps us to relax, because a lot of our stress and a lot of our tension is not based in reality. It's based on maybe some reality mixed with fantasy and worries and things that have happened in the past, things we're worried about might happen in the future. And so when we really bring ourselves into the present moment fully, when we don't have those threats that are immediate right there in front of us, then we can really let go of some of that tension and relax. It also helps us to cultivate gratitude, which is the key to happiness. When we are right here in the present moment, we can really experience what is special and what is very nice about being alive in this present moment. And the present moment is the only true place where we really are alive. Um, the only place where we truly have influence over our circumstances is right now. So let's take this moment right now. If you would like to join me, if you have headphones, then headphones might be useful. If not, no worries. I'm not going to place any demands on this situation. We're simply going to be here in this moment. And it's almost sunset, so rather than look at me, I'm going to turn my camera around and you can watch the sunset with me here at the beach. And just listen to me and I'll talk you through a nice little meditation. So maybe right now you are sitting, maybe you are standing doing something, maybe you're walking, maybe you're lying down. You don't need to be any special place for this right now. All I ask is that you stop what you're doing and devote yourself to the next 10 minutes of this meditation. Mainly you want to be comfortable. Ideally in meditation we normally are seated, and that's just because we want to remain alert. If we're lying down, then we can get so totally relaxed that we fall asleep or we lose our awareness. But really for this very simple meditation, I just want you to be comfortable. So come into any position that's comfortable, whether it's sitting, whether it's lying down. You can close your eyes if you wish. That shuts down the visual cortex and allows you to bring more awareness within. If you don't want to do that, feel free to keep your eyes open, just a soft gaze fixated on one point. And let's just come fully into this present moment, where we are in the world at this present moment. No doubt there are things that might be happening around us. There might even be noise. There might be activity happening around us, and we might not be able to stop that. So we're not going to fight with it. We're not going to emotionally respond to its presence. We're not going to try to fix it. We are just going to acknowledge that it's there, and instead we just remain aware of this present moment. We're aware of the space that we occupy in this world. We're aware of our body as a whole. We notice the sensations that are occurring in the body at this present moment. Like noticing the sensation of the body making contact with the earth. Just notice that sensation. Notice the sensation of the surrounding air touching the skin. You can guide the mind's eye from the toes gradually up towards the head, eventually back down towards the toes, and just take notice of any sensations that are present. We don't judge any of those sensations. We don't react to them. We don't fixate on them. We just notice where we feel sensation. We even notice the areas where there doesn't appear to be any sensation. Gradually, as the awareness comes back towards the head, we can tune into that very subtle sensation of the breath as it enters and leaves the nostrils. Very subtle. We might also notice the subtle movement of the belly and the rib cage, and maybe even the chest as we breathe in and out. We're not going to do anything to modify the breath or try to control the breath. We're just going to tune in to the natural flow of the breath in this present moment. Allow it to communicate with us, just observing each inhalation, each exhalation, and even taking notice of those very subtle pauses in between. The breath will act as our anchor. It's the breath that will anchor us to the present moment. As long as we are with the breath, it becomes impossible to drift too far away from the present moment. Naturally, there will be times when the mind drifts away. We might not notice it right away, but at some point we might notice that we're thinking about something else, we're somewhere else other than with the breath. And when that happens, there's no judgment, there's no frustration. We don't try to fight off whatever drew our attention away. We just acknowledge that it happened, and then deliberately draw ourselves back to our anchor, back to our breath. Each inhalation, each exhalation, present for that stillness in between. With the breath as our anchor, we can We still acknowledge the presence of others around us, or activity or sounds that are still occurring. But again, they don't really have the power to draw our attention away. We're still with each and every breath. We find that the body is becoming a little bit softer and more relaxed. Maybe the shoulders are drawing a little further away from the ears, and the jaw relaxes, and the face has become very soft and peaceful. We still notice thoughts as they arise and pass away. We can't stop thoughts from occurring, but none of them carry us away. We still are with the breath. In this moment of stillness, just with our breath, we realize the sweetness of not having to do anything else in this moment, but just be here and to be present. We feel a sense that no matter what happens and what comes our way in this moment, that we are equipped to respond to it. In this moment of stillness, we also connect with that sense of gratitude. All the little things that make life so sweet, just being alive, being conscious, being breathing in this present moment. You take in a deep inhalation and fill up the lungs. Maybe even hold the breath for a moment. And then exhale and let it out. And now you can sit in this position for as long as you'd like to. If you're feeling really comfortable, maybe you just want to stay here and indulge in this present moment. Otherwise, you can make a vow to take this awareness that you've cultivated just in this very short period of time, and to take it into whatever you do next. So whatever you have going on today, take the same awareness the same sense of relaxation, the same sense of receptivity. So I'll turn my camera around now. So hopefully everybody's feeling a little bit more relaxed than they were 20 minutes ago. And I'll hopefully see you again in another video very soon. Thanks for joining me for sunset at the beach. And see you again soon. Take care, everybody.